right, we'll call the March 4th regular school board meeting to order. First order of business is the invocation by Mr. Henry LaFont, District 7, and Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. President. Amen. Heavenly Father, we graciously thank you for the countless blessings you have bestowed upon us in our wonderful school district. We humbly ask that you continue to bless our parish and protect all those whom we hold dearly in our hearts. That your presence shine through each minute of our meeting and allow us to do your will here tonight. We ask all this in your name. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. LaFont. Roll call, Mr. Martin.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. Wright?
Here.
Dr. Gia?
Here.
Ms. Babin?
Here.
Ms. Petita?
Here.
Mr. Duplantis?
Here.
Ms. Bourgeois?
Here.
Mr. LaFont?
Here.
Ms. Wells? Ms. Shropshire?
Here.
Thank you. Next is awards and recognition. First off, we're going to introduce some new administrators. Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir. First, we have new assistant principal at Raceland Upper Elementary School. We have with us tonight Ms. Jody Lee Redd.
I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity. I'm so excited. I feel very welcome at this school, and they've done a great job of welcoming the faculty, the staff, everybody, kids, and I look forward to growing my.
Also with us tonight, we have a new assistant principal at South LaRose Elementary School, Ms. Abby Lee.
I just want to thank you all for the opportunity and him as well. I want to continue the growth that South LaRose Elementary has made and the impact on the students. Enjoying my time so far and ready to learn and dive in.
All right, the next thing is the recognition part and the awards part. Student, staff, and group recognition. Ms. Bolton.
Well, welcome to the awards portion of our monthly board meeting. It's a privilege to be able to recognize every month the students and staff members in our district who are doing exceptional things. And tonight is no different. So tonight we get to recognize our musical artists in our district. Students, your success is a testament to your hard work, but we also recognize the parents and the staff who are here and the foundation that they create for you and the support they give you as well. So it's a pleasure to be able to recognize these exceptional achievements here tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Mr. Trent is going to call your name, and okay, there he is. And you'll come up and receive your award, and then you'll turn real quick toward me, and I'll take a picture, and then we'll have these posted for you tomorrow. All right?
Anything first? No, I'll talk after. So we have LMEA, Louisiana Music Educators Association, which is the flagship organization for music educators in the state. Their all-state event was in January at the Hilton Riverside in New Orleans, and it's an expanded event. It's the second year of it being expanded to Hilton Riverside. Larger groups, more groups, in preparation of middle school, band, choir, orchestra, string orchestra, jazz ensemble. So here we go. Hold on. So we'll start with the LMEA Symphonic Band. So that it's again a two-tier audition for most of these. First round at the district level, and there's a quota from each district, 9 districts across the state, that can send so many to the second round. and then you have to make it to the second round to get there. So, first, from Central Lafourche on contrabass clarinet, Kirsty Hernandez Morales. From Central Lafourche on alto saxophone, Jackson Chasson. There you go. From Central Lafourche, Jaden on alto saxophone, Jaden Sheremy. So far. Very easy when they're a little bitty. And again, all of these are LMEA Symphonic Band, and we'll move on to other groups after. On trombone from Central Lafourche, Sawyer Broke. And I'll mention, because I know this, and if I forget this about anybody else, let me know, but Sawyer also auditioned for the LMEA Jazz Ensemble. Since it moved to Baton Rouge, you can only be in one because they're all simultaneous now, so he had to pick one. He actually made the Jazz Ensemble also. From Central Lafourche on tuba, Colin LeBlanc. From Central Lafourche on percussion, Ryan Weiss. From Central Lafourche on percussion, Grayson Nered. From Central Lafourche on percussion, Jaden Chesson. Now the LMEA Orchestra, which is a full orchestra, strings and all the winds that go with orchestra. And from Central Lafourche on flute, Jada Riley. And also for the LMEA Jazz Ensemble on trumpet from Central Lafourche, Macy Grove. LMEA Symphonic Band, back to Symphonic Band on clarinet from South Lafourche, Ethan Jerome. And also in the Symphonic Band on trumpet from South Lafourche, Drew Como. Also Symphonic Band on trombone from South Lafourche, Nathan Dean. And now we'll move to the LMEA Concert Band on clarinet from Central Lafourche, Lorelei Dior. Also concert band on clarinet from Central Lafourche, Jamar Williams. On tenor saxophone from Central Lafourche, Brennan Dupuy. On trumpet from Central Lafourche, Mason Forey. On euphonium from Central Lafourche, I read the euphonium lesson a while back, right? When you get good on baritone, you can call it euphonium. Central Lafourche, Liam Dufresne. On tuba from Central Lafourche, Jose Pacheco. On Hallelujah retired the commercials. Percussion from Central Lafourche, Connor Hitt. On clarinet from South Lafourche, Yamir Ramirez. On French horn from South Lafourche, Chloe Hartman. On trombone from South Lafourche, Roy Billiot. Also on trombone from South Lafourche, Caleb Diaz. On tuba from South Lafourche, Evan Felleries. And we go back to the symphonic band on contrabass clarinet from Central Lafourche, Kirsty Hernandez Morales. So a lot of you probably heard me say interconnected nature of high achieving academics kids and high achieving band kids is just they're just inextricably connected. So if I were to embarrass these kids and if they had enough time and I would sort of ask them what the grades they're making and I know what they're making, I know what they're on. Some of them we recognize for perfect scores and all sorts of other things. So it's just tremendously exciting to see so many kids involved in this wonderful thing that lifts their intellectual ability and makes it just all around great human beings. So I'm always happy to be around kids like this. Real achievement to school at this level, on the state level, and have this many students from our community recognized at the state level. As Trent says this all the time, this is not usual. And he doesn't mean that in a negative way, of course. It's just a remarkable achievement, and it's not without the support of parents, teachers, and the music department. So really proud of everything you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. Some of you are getting close to the end. I'm starting to freak out because my son's friends are all here and they're all juniors and they'd like to be going one day. Anyway, great job. Really proud of you. And if you drove here, be safe going home. If you didn't drive here, I think somebody was doing it. I was going to say too, I was trying to see, we were here last month with the choral and it was almost the same numbers, right about the same number. And the best I could figure from 2007 when we started all this with the team teaching and the concentration on the music program, the best I could come up with is at the time back then, there were like 5 kids in Allstate in the parish. I would say 3 were choir and 2 were in all state. And now between choir and tonight, we have right at 8. So hopefully
All right, guys, that is it. Ms. Bolton, we have an exiting through this.
Yes,
We have
through
another
this
round of this, but really, thank you all for letting us, have your kids at school, so exit this way. See you guys.
Welcome to part 2 of our award ceremony. So we apologize for your wait, but it's a great thing to be able to recognize so many people that we have to do this in 2 groups tonight. So it's a great problem to have. So it's our privilege to be able to recognize our students every month before our meeting for their achievements outside of the district, at the state level, at the national level, and beyond. So tonight we get to recognize our performers, so our musicians who are excelling at the state level. So we are going to call your name. You'll come up and you'll look at me. You'll get your award. Look at me. I'll take a quick picture, and then these will be available for you tomorrow. I'll post it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and then Mr. Trent is going to call each person's name.
Oh, great. Yeah, and so first section here are all the middle school All-State, which started 2 years ago. It's for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band members. And most in the whole state are 7th or 8th graders. Really hard for 6th graders to make it in. So here we go. On trumpet, from Bayou Blue, Ava Grissom. On percussion from Bayou Blue Middle, Amy Dwaro. On bass clarinet from Bayou Blue Middle, Adrienne Gibson. On French horn from Bayou Blue Middle, Matthew Adam. On trombone from Lockport Middle, Trevor Luke. On percussion from Lockport Middle, Trent Gotro. On tuba from Raceland Middle, Isaac Dardar. Also on tuba from Raceland Middle, Logan Jones. On trombone from Raceland Middle, Kurt Wiltz. On flute from 6th Ward Middle, Lucas Chasso. On percussion from 6th Ward Middle, Thomas Peltier. Also on percussion from 6th Ward Middle, Jake Leday. On trumpet from Thibodeau Middle, Hannah Estate. And again, those are similar to the other auditions, a two-tiered audition, district level, quota, second round audition. Those were all part of that. Now we have one of the new ensembles that was created, and we had access to some handbells, and had several students participate and make the handbell ensemble, which is pretty interesting and cool if you ever get to listen to that or check it out. Sounds like it would be kind of not a great, just something weird, strange, I should say, but it's magnificent. And the kids have been, a lot of them have been in it for 2 years, And it's really something to hear, just the precision and just the sounds and the different ways that they can ring the bells and stuff. If you've ever have seen that. Anyway, from Central Lafourche, these are all on handbell. From Central Lafourche, Lucy Dishman. From Central Lafourche, Brylan Parkhill. From Central Lafourche, Cade Richard. From Central Lafourche, Tyler Plazos. And from Central Lafourche, Matthew Richard.
Well, they've all heard this, you have it, and maybe you've heard the conference before, but if you're wondering, am I doing the right thing by my kids by having them in this music program, I just want to scream, yes, you are. This is the absolute right thing to do by your kids. So I want to thank you for supporting them in their musical journey, particularly these middle school kids. I do not think it's a coincidence that our parish had 3 perfect ACT score students this last, and 2 of them were here tonight. Right? So I'm not going to embarrass them. We've already embarrassed my nephew. He knows who he is. He's sitting there looking like, dear God, Mr. Martin, please stop. But what happens to kids when they develop a passion for music and a passion for school is contagious. And you can see it in all the things that they're doing, and we're just so proud of what they're doing. So keep supporting them, and we appreciate your patience with us as we develop a finished product that we can all be proud of. So if you did not drive here tonight, I think somebody owes you a meal at some point here in Thibodeau, right? Sales tax dollars help us tremendously. And if you did drive, please be safe going home. But thank you all so much for sharing this gift with us.
Tip your service.
Yes. Thank you all so much.
All right, let's move on to section 3, approval of minutes and observances and proclamation. To approve minutes of regular board meeting held on February 4th, 2026. Have a motion. Lafont and Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval of the minutes by saying aye.
Aye.
Please oppose by doing likewise. Motion carries unanimously. B, to approve observances in schools National School Social Worker Week, March 1st to the 7th, 2026. Louisiana School Lunch Week and National School Breakfast Week, March 2nd through the 6th, 2026. Employee Appreciation Day, March 6th, 2026. Louisiana Retired Teachers Day, March 19th, 2026. Paint the Parish Purple Day for Relay for Life, March 27th, 2026. Paraprofessionals Appreciation Day, April 1st, 2026. Paint the Parish Blue Day for Autism Awareness Day, April 2nd, 2026. National School Librarian Day, April 4th, 2026. National Assistant Principals Week, April 6th through the 10th, 2026. Do I have a motion? Sharpenshay and Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Section 4, memorial resolutions. First, Ms. Valerie Bourgeois.
Excuse me. Ms. Loretta Lambert was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on August 26, 1968 as an elementary teacher at Lockport Lower Elementary School. During her career, Ms. Lambert also taught at Lockport Upper Elementary and Raceland Upper Elementary. Ms. Lambert retired on January 1st, 1994, serving the Lafourche Parish School District 25.5 years. I'd like to say that I did know Ms. Lambert as a student. She didn't teach me, but she was teaching, and they said she was small in stature, but she was mighty.
He was also a teacher of mine when I went through upper elementary. When you said stature,
Yeah.
it brought her to mind. D, Ms. Carol LaMartina was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on August 25th, 1972 as a kindergarten teacher at Bayou Buff Elementary School. In 1975, Ms. LaMartina transferred to Thibodeau High School. Ms. LaMartina retired on September 27, 2004, having served the Lafourche Parish School District for a total of 32 years.
I move that these resolutions be adopted by general consent and that a copy of the resolutions be recorded on the special pages.
Thank you, Ms. Babin. With no objections, let the record reflect that these resolutions were adopted by general consent and will be recorded on a special page of our minute book. Section 5, approval of policy and academics committee recommendations as per meeting held February 25th, 2026. Mr. Duplantis.
Thank you, sir. To approve revisions to policy II test security. So moved.
Duplantis and Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item B, to approve revisions to policy GBRK annual leave. So moved.
Duplantis and Babin. Any comment, public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item C, to approve revisions to the instructional coach job description. So moved.
Duplantis and Lafont. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Section 6, approval of Land and Facilities Management Committee recommendations as per meeting held February 25th, 2026. Ms. Sharpenshay.
Thank you, Dr. Giat. Item A, to approve a change order request for various items in the sum total of $503, and to add 90 days for the Hurricane Ida South Lafourche High School HVAC renovations project. So moved.
Walkinshaw and Babin. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
B, to approve a change order request to add 14 days to the Central Lafourche High School Auxiliary Gym project due to unforeseen delays in critical material delivery. So moved.
Walkinshaw and Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
C, to approve a change order request for various items in the sum total of $9,942.42 and add 20 days for the Hurricane Ida multiple locations project. So moved.
Sharpenshay and Babin. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
D, to approve a change order request for various items in the sum credit of $15,565.48 for the Hurricane Ida new Bayou Buff Elementary School project. So moved.
Sharpenshay and Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. New business, Ms. Babin.
A, consider the recommendation presented by Buddy Leday of Gallagher Benefit Services Incorporated for dental insurance effective March 1st, 2026, and take appropriate action. Mr. Leday?
Thank y'all for having me. It's been a while since I've been in front of the whole board. Didn't have business committee. Yeah, guys. So, our job is to find appropriate carrier partners to provide benefits for the employees of the Lafourche Parish School District and take appropriate action when necessary if they're not meeting our needs. We had signed a contract a couple of years ago with Dina Dental, company backed by a reputable, larger life company. We have found we started to get some complaints on them about slow payment. They were paying their bills, they were just taking a while to do so. It was starting to affect some of the employees seeking treatment. They wanted to collect up front. We tried to address this with Dina on multiple occasions. We weren't having the success. Fortunately, we do have a lot of relationships with the dental providers in this region, so we were able to make some calls and have them hold off on billing employees directly and so forth. But bills are being paid, have been paid, but we didn't like the pace at which they were doing so, and it was causing problems. So we went to some of our preferred carriers, one of which being Reliance Matrix, which is who we have our vision insurance with right now, and basically told them, you know, we need a new carrier, somebody we can partner with that'll match current rates, match the plans exactly, and go into effect midterm, which March 1st versus 1/1. And then the caveat is we wanted every employee to have a brand new annual allowance. So for the inconvenience of all of us. So they agreed to it. So our recommendation is to leave Dina, go with Reliance Matrix with the exact same plan, but any employee who had any services done up to March 1st for their $1,000 annual allowance, it starts fresh on March 1st. So,
Any public comment? Any board discussion? And I will take a motion.
But just, the other program is ending and we're replacing it. Okay. I'll move.
and it's a voluntary benefit, guys.
Right. So, Babin and LaFont. And we'll ask the public to comment again. So many people want to comment. We'll ask the board for more questions.
I have a question. Do we have to pay some kind of penalty for leaving Dina?
Yes, please.
And my question always to Buddy is, of course, it doesn't cover retirees, right?
I just have a comment. Thank you for being proactive and listening to the concerns that were out there and taking immediate action on that. I know that I kind of heard some employees contact me and they were not 100% satisfied with the dental coverage as it was. So I know that there will be some happy people on the other end.
It was the same coverage they had before, different carrier, but they were just paying too.
You will. All right, if there's no other discussion, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Lede. Appreciate you, buddy.
Take care, buddy.
Item 2, to approve a low bid from Daktronics Incorporated in the amount of $319,835 for the Central Lafourche High School scoreboard replacement. This includes a base bid of $263,250 an electrical cost of $32,870 and a design fee of $23,750.
Ms. Babbitt and Fertitta and Mr. Sherman, please. Comments?
We were not quite ready to bring it last week for committee. We had some PE issues that we were able to work out to get this thing where the school could afford it. So this is what we had come to you to ask to hire Sal O'Brien. This is the project. It'll be a scoreboard replacement with a video screen for hazard parking.
I just want everyone to understand that Central Lafourche High School is paying the school board back for this. We're fronting the money, but they made the appropriations necessary over, I think, a 5-year period. Mr. Warren?
Yes, sir.
To pay us back. So this is not us giving some to Central and not to South, not to Tiverton. This is something that Central wants to do.
Yeah, no problem. The board may recall that Mr. Hill presented many months ago. It took that long to get this out to bid and then get the design approved and then get a number back. But before you tonight in your documents is an agreement between the school and the district, as Mr. LaFont spoke to, and the school will be refunding the district back $63,967 annually over a 5-year period to recoup the funds. The school was prepared to enter into a 5-year deal with the provider of the school board, but the state bid laws won't allow the school to engage in that. It has to be the board, and then the state bid laws require to go out to bid, and so we have to write them a check. So the only way to replicate the deal that the company could do with the school and satisfy the state procurement laws was this process of us purchasing it and the school paying us back. That's what's being presented. Mr. Hill?
Yeah, so I guess part of this, whenever you look at the whole thing, is the reason we did it this way is because we wanted to make sure that it never affected what happens in the classroom and anything instruction. So this isn't going to affect any of that at all whatsoever. But by doing it this way, we can still ensure that we can still dump all of our resources into the kids and the classrooms, the teachers, and all that stuff. So by doing it this way, it just gave us that flexibility.
Fundraising is through the Booster Club, Athletic Booster
We have
Club.
multiple sources, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had 4 donors that are giving $25,000 each, who's going to be on the school board, so that cuts it down $100,000 there, and then through the school, athletics, football, all the sports that use it, band, and the middle schools also chipping in to make sure it all gets done. So it's really a team project. I joke around, I call Central Lafourche the civic center of Raceland, because there's always something going on. And by having this, it just puts it over the top to be able to offer this to our community and all the kids growing up, being able to have that and just a fan experience. We're looking forward to it.
Just one question about for a hurricane. Does it get covered or something that?
No, it stays up like it is, but it is rated. That's one of the things that John and I, we have to go through with all that stuff. So warranty, hurricane rated, all of that is all included.
Since it's so complicated.
Right.
The current code requirement was 150 miles per hour. That's what it was designed.
Anything else?
I do have one additional question. I know when we talked about this a few months ago, we talked about incorporating an educational piece to this for like a media class for your students to actually input the advertisements onto the board. And is that still part of the plan?
Yes, ma'am. It's run through our digital media course. So those kids, the teacher, and another sponsor are gonna go out there. They're gonna meet with businesses. They're gonna shoot commercials. They're gonna shoot everything, and they're gonna run the whole board themselves for the events. So it's not gonna be me up there. It's gonna be kids with their sponsor running the entire process.
Thank you.
All right. There's no further discussion. Please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carried.
Item C, consider an offer from T-Mobile for the purchase, accept an offer from T-Mobile in the amount of $600,000 with a 2.5 gigahertz license, WB206, Riddle High School, and allow the superintendent to sign all relative documents on behalf of the board. So moved.
Abbott and Sharp-Boucher. Any public comment? Any board discussion? All right, hearing none, please signify your approval by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Section 8, tentative dates for future meetings. Committee meetings, Policy and Academics Committee, Business Committee, and Land and Facilities Management Committee, Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. Regular school board meeting, Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. We are, before we forget, happy birthday to Miss Buffy Sharp-and-Shade, March 16th of this month. We won't sing to you, but we're going to recognize you. We hope that you have a great birthday this month.
Looking like a speed limit, Dr.
Mr. President, I want to just have our support for Nicholls State basketball as they enter the Southland Conference Tournament. And I want to congratulate the baseball team for kicking Tulane's butt 6-5 last night. That was great.
Very nice.
Excellent. Very good.
All those people in my district from Tulane, I'm sorry.
All right. And it looks like we've done a pretty good job this month. So we are